Hello. Morning. Morning. Welcome to my record shop and my flick through video. My name's Alan. I run a record shop in North Liverpool called and here it is. We sell records. And there they are. There's some over there. There's some by my baldy head over there. There's some over there. We have a jukebox. Hang on. There. And we have vintage hi-fi. And we have all sorts of other goodies. And we have lots of bands on in that corner over there, which you can't see. Put bands on over there. So welcome to this flick through video. Do these weekly flick through videos. If you've never seen one before, welcome. If you have, you're probably already fast forwarding. If you know these flick through videos. Somebody was in the shop yesterday and they're like, "Oh, I saw the thing on your video," and I was like, "Oh, great." I was dead. And we talked about something, and I went, "Oh, did you see the bit where I talked about X?" He went, "No, I fast forwarded that." Oh. Thanks very much. Which is no doubt what you're doing now. How's everybody? Friday. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. First off, thing for Joni, 80. Got a nice bit of Joni. I've always got Joni in the shop. Always got Court and Spark. Always got Hissing of Summer Lawns. Always got, if I can, have a copy of Blue, even if it's like one of the sort of German represses. I'll always have a copy of, what's the other one? Most famous one. You know, that one. One with Woodstock on. And the theme to Taxi. You know the one I mean. Into the Valley. What's it called? Something like that. Anyway. Always have copies of Joni in. So happy birthday, Joni. I'm doing this all wrong. That's going to fall off. Because I've got my big mug. Happy birthday, Joni. Got some interesting records in. Got just, you know, a load of normal stuff. This is the sort of time of year you stock up for Christmas. Put my keks up. Stock up for Christmas. They've got all the classics, you know. Got like about 1 billion copies of Rumour and Queen Greatest Hits and Changes One Bowie and, you know, 99% of them second hand. Some of them are new presses, but I really stay away from new presses. And one of the reasons I stay away from new presses is it's a completely different sort of record shop, isn't it? You go and, you know, those guys do amazing to keep on top of new stock coming in. It's very expensive. I don't have the money to do that. I just deal with second-hand stuff. But the other reason is, have you seen the price of the Beatles Red and Beatles Blue, the Giles Martin remixes? I'm sure they sound great because I think Sgt. Pepper sounded brilliant. I think the White Album sounded brilliant when he did it. But have you seen how much they are? Triple vinyl. 60, I think, on the biggest retailing website that I know of. 64 quid, I think, for the red, which is the 63 to 67 or whatever it is. And the Blue album, you know the ones I mean, the Beatles Red and Blue. 71 quid, I think. Triple album, all brand new and remixed, but come on. That is nuts. I mean, shout out to Giles Martin, who's probably done a splendiferous job, but, you know, we've got cheap ones in here. I think they're about 25 quid each, which I think, you know what, 2 for 40, how about that? 20 quid, if you buy both of them, 40 quid, can't say further than that. Come in and redeem your special voucher. If you fast forwarded it, you're not going to know that, are you? So, tough. Yeah, that's nuts, innit? Right. No vid next week, because I'm going to the USA. Gonna go around some record shops, and my phone's broke, so this is doing this on the iPad, so I don't know, probably gonna be better. But my new phone, which I had all that trouble with, which basically never really worked properly. So I probably won't be taking any photos because my old phone that I've had to go back to rely on is just judgery photos. There's something wrong with the camera, so I'll probably take some photos. But I'm gonna take James' last Trumpet to Go-Go with me, and we'll see if I can get any amusing photos with that. So that's next week. So no vids next week. You'll all be delighted to know. Oh, if you want to, I should have put the flick through times. It's a bit late now, but because I'm just about to start the flick through. So, oh well. Oh well. As I say each week, you're wasting your time watching this nonsense. What's exciting has happened to you this week? Got a refill for my pen. It's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Excuse me. Some bad news is me and Tom have decided to start a podcast. Now, Tom's actually great. We decided to do it, and we've done the first one. I think we need to redo it again to cut out all the libel in there. And it's about an hour and 20 minutes long, and it's me and Tom. And Tom's really great, honestly, because he's prepared for it. We're doing it on Kmart music. So there's some guy worked in Kmart in the 80s and 90s, and he took all the tapes that were sent to the Kmart, which is a shopping supermarket type thing in the States, and they used to send them cassettes, and they play it all. It'd have like music in inverted commas, and then it would have adverts on it, and you can get them on YouTube and stuff like that. But it's a really interesting story, and it's opened up a whole interesting plethora of music. Right? Some of it's great, some of it's not great, but it's just worth investigating. So we decided to do a podcast, and that was the main subject. And there's all of our gear there to do it, and we ended up talking about. I mean, I think I give about a 5-minute talk on how to maintain clocks on it, which is, you know, nothing to do with music. Just like this, it just went on and on and on. So I think, I don't know if we're going to do it again, or we're just going to put that out, or whatever. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. So there's that. One other thing, no vid next week, podcast. So what I'll probably do is do another channel and then put the podcast on the other channel. I mean, we've not put any music on it. We've just talked, and then we're going to reference, put links in their thing below and all that sort of stuff for the music. I think that's probably what we'll do. And we're just going to talk a load of rubbish. And again, I don't expect anybody to watch him. Who's just a handbrake turn? Who saw on the news that in Belarus, this band, these artists, these musicians are being locked up because of the content of their lyrics. It's protest lyrics, protest music, as you know, a lot of music is a protest, isn't it? About not being loved or being loved too much, or or actual politics. And anyway, this band, Tour Band. So there's a shout out to them. I think there's 3 of them, and I think they've all been given about 7 or 8 years, and it's unbelievable. Some regimes, isn't there, around the world. Anyway, let's not get into that. Let's get back into the refill. So anyway, look, let's get back into my refill for my pen. Who's heard of Fisher Space Pens? Because I've got one. Cool, eh? So I've got to put my refill in. Should I do a live refill? Yeah? It's new heights. New heights. So first off, you get your space pen. Invented to go into space. Right? So it's all pressurised, so you don't rely on gravity, obviously. Do you know what the Russian response to this, when they had that there was the Americans had developed the space pen? They just got a pencil out, didn't they? They went, well, let's use a pencil. I think that's a bit of a joke, because a bit of a misnomer, because I think graphite gets in your dials. Anyway, so look, there's the old refill. Yeah. Oh, this is exciting. I'm excited. Oh, if I bought the right size, medium. Don't like it too fine. Let's see what you're writing. Yeah. Woo! Exciting. Yeah, I think that's right. I got this pen. Who thought? Which end does that go? Does that go that end? Does that go that end? I think that can't go that end. That must go that end. Like a little rocket. See, they made it look like a rocket. I got this from, I went to the Johnson Space Center in Houston, in USA, quite a while ago, and I got this pen from there. It was good. I went with someone who had previously worked there, so I had a little tour. I got to see all the little bits. Sat in the, mission control. That was exciting. Do you have a problem with throwing away stuff? I know that's hoarding, but I'd be thinking, ooh, you know, that might be handy. It's not going to be handy. I blame my dad for that. I better go on with it. I better test it. Let's test it. Oh, like a dream. It's like a dream. It's like a dream. And I wrote that with it. Okay. Always carry a pen. Your little wallet. My wallet's made of a bike in a tube. How cool is that? Anyway. Let's get on. Belarus. 11 minutes. Hello, welcome to the Flick Through. You haven't missed a thing. But you have. It's been very exciting, but you'll have to rewind to see that. Right, what have we got? Okay, some cool things. Some people get very excited about... I've got some rare singles that come in, and some people get very excited about rare records. I tend to get excited about records that I just, like, really love. And look at this. Look at what came in. First off, this came in, and I thought, oh, that's good. It's Hill Street Blues, Mike Post. You all know Mike Post, right? But then I looked at the B-side, and honestly, I nearly dropped me a Monster Munch. Look. It's brilliant. There's a website where you can go on and you can get every single intro to the Rockford Files. There used to be a message left to Jim Rockford because he's always like owed somebody money or, you know, stuff like that. And the message would be one of them people chasing him up. It was always quite funny. So, but there's a whole thing on the internet where someone's put them all on as sound files. And you can go and get them and put them as like your ringtone or something. What else have we got? Clearly we don't advocate bootlegs or anything like that in this shop. However, someone had dropped me off, and I mentioned this before, a load of old bootleg tapes. So we've digitised them. We've not put them out anywhere. We've just put them into a digital format. So we're going to put them, we're going to do some more. So this is stuff like Faith No More, Liverpool Royal Court, 1990. I was at that gig. Faith No More, Liverpool Royal Court, 1988. I wasn't at that gig, but my mate was at that gig. That was Chuck Mosley. Nirvana, where's this? Oh, Faith No More International 2. I was at that gig, 1990. Pretty much every Manchester gig, the Liverpool gig they did for like 3 years I went to. James Addiction, Manchester Academy, 91, was at that gig. Primus Stairways, 1990, wasn't at that gig. Primus, Manchester University, wasn't at that gig. But Primus supported Janes on that tour, so I was at that. Alice in Chains. Wasn't at that gig in Manchester, but I went to the Nottingham show for that. That was sensational. Alice in Chains, definitely one of the top 5 bands I've ever seen live. With Lane, obviously. So we're digitising them. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Right, singles. Got a bit of a mix of singles. I'll just go through them relatively quickly because I know a lot of people who are on this couldn't care less about singles. I mean, is anybody really watching it to really see what stock I've got? Okay. Look, Disposable Heroes of Hypocrisy. Television. The Drug of a Nation. Bet you're singing it now, aren't you? I was trying to turn on me video with this. I was like that for about 5 minutes. Ding, 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 ding. Didn't work. Trojan. No, I mean Jimmy Cliff on Trojan. 1968. £4. Mahavishnu Orchestra. Just some interesting ones. Stay Together, Al Green. Just singing it. The Reverend. David Bowie. Pat Metheny. Are they... Their characters like the man with 2 brains. And if you know that joke, there's a ding for you. Miss Hummer, I think. Dr. Huff. Anyway. Jan Ackerman. Yeah? I've got a few Jan Ackerman records in. And whenever Focus come up, and you just want to play it, don't you? You just want to play Focus whenever something just reminds you of Focus, you go, ooh, gonna play them. Basically, them doing Hocus Pocus at the on the old grey whistle test. Just look that up. It's got everything. Tracy Chapman, Fast Car. Rut in a Rut. First press of this is quite rare. This is the third press. Don't know what this is. 1978. Kibush. Kibush. Desmond Decker. Lazy Sunday with the lyrics. I mean, someone's cut them out of the magazine, you know. John Cooper Clarke. So just a bit more interesting in it. Eddie and Hot Rods. Alice Cooper. Not really got through these. And I've kept some collectibles for the end. Some collectibles there as well. So, you know, the normal records, nothing. There's no... Gary, if you're watching, there's no interest in 12 inches. Because I know that's what you're... I know that's what you're after. You're about one of the only people I know who actually watches these things. So there's nothing this week. So look, Changes Bowie, John Lennon collection, normal stuff that you're going to find. Completely normal second half. There's some good collectibles, so stick around for that. Stevie Wonder, Hotter Than July. I do came in, shout out to you if you're watching. You're probably not, but still, just like saying shout out. Who came in and his mum had bought him 3 Stevie Wonder albums last year from here. And then he came in and I was looking for some more Stevie. I think he wanted Something Here Life. But we're having a good Stevie conversation, and I was playing him. I've got Stevie on 8-track. I was playing him Stevie on 8-track, and it just sounds ace. I mean, I've got a load more 8-tracks here, and I'm definitely going to get some when I'm in the States. I mean, they just sound brilliant in my shop. They just sound brilliant on this system. By far the best sounding thing. Not all of them, some of them. Finding Cannibals. Barclay James Harvest. Genesis. I don't know if it's a collectible one. It's textured sleeve. Is it big atta or small atta or whatever it is? Small atta. Small atta. That's the... You don't know what that means. It's the record label. You know what? I'm going to torture myself and I'll give it a listen. I still just don't get it. I'm going to torture myself and listen to Genesis, but then be looking forward to playing the Rock for Fars afterwards. Yeah? Have a guess if you think I'll actually play all of that Genesis album. Right, I put a thing out last week saying guess the album cover. It was this. I took a picture of this, looked like a keyboard. It's pretty hard, isn't it? It's pretty difficult, but that's the album cover. I have a feeling I've shown you all these, but... Slade. JJ. I think probably what's happened is... Well, I know what's happened. Liv wasn't here last week, so I had to do all the pricing. And do you know how much pricing I did? Just some of them singles, that's it. And some of the collectibles. So, Queen News of the World. 1977. Super duper. Frank Sears. Frank Rears. Frank Sears. What's his name? Who did the art? I should know. This is a classic Queen pop quiz question, isn't it? Who did the art? Frank Kelly Freas. Freas. Ooh. Got this on green vinyl. Status Quo, best of. I know I'll show you these. Look, Christians. Yeah. Not that near for the Christians, it's just you're going to see that in every second-hand record shop, right? Bee Gees, greatest. More John Lennon. Oreo Speedwagon. Free Live. Frank, Greatest Hits, New York, New York. So get this for Christmas, and then you can, sing My Way and lull yourself into a false sense that you actually have lived your life as you actually wanted to live it, whereas obviously it's being controlled by, just circumstance. Yeah? And you can fool yourself thinking, yeah, absolutely I made those right decisions all along, when really you're thinking, why didn't I just get in a band at 18 and just do that for the rest of my life? Anyway, yeah, Supertramp. Always end on Supertramp. Always end on Supertramp. I love Super. I'm gonna play Supertramp as well in the shop. That's that. Let's go to collectibles. 20 minutes. Why not? 20. Yay! Hello. Welcome to Collectibles. No, I'll eat it later. Okay. Okay. Queen, CD of singles. Singles CD box set. We'll start with some sevens because I've got some collectible sevens. So we'll show you them first. I don't know what they all are. I'll probably skip through quite a bit of them because that's how it rolls. I've got no space here. Got no space, lad. What are you doing? Finger there. Okay, what's this? Kleenex. Ooh, in the poster sleeve. Silent Night by Can. Not collectible, but it's Silent Night by Can, right? You have the Christmas tunes. Boom, there it is. That's going in the Christmas section. Pop group. 1971. Collectible. Slits and a pop group. That's not 1971. Why have I said 1971? 1979. Yeah, Slits and a pop group. I thought the Law, Bobby Fuller, but what's better about this is on the B-side, it's got... Someone was in yesterday and I was playing it and I was going, this is like really evocative, isn't it? You play this music and you kind of just know exactly what it evoking. It's evoking kind of like... It's violence, isn't it, really? Is what it is, in one way, whatever you want to perceive that. But one of the first uses of like fuzz, isn't it? On... I mean, that's 1958. Listen to that, and then listen to the guitar at the end, and listen to the effects he's got on the guitar. I mean, that's before fuzz was invented, right? But, so I'm not sure how he got the effects, but pretty amazing. Ta-da's! Cannot criticise. Cannot criticise a lot. Not that I'm going to, but yeah, they're one of them bands that you can't criticise them, can you? You can't go, the last, nah, I don't like them. You can't do it, can you? Right, they're in that Steely Dan group of bands. Love Steely Dan, the Laws. Can't say I don't like them. Doors. The View from Her Room plus Leaves of Spring Weekend. Greensleeves, Dr. Ali Mantado. If you know anything about what Greensleeves is the label, Dr. Ali Mantado and the Rebels and Born for a Purpose. It's amazing. I remember buying a Dr. Ali Mantado record called The Best Chicken in Town when I was in my 20s, and it was in some like pretty square record shop somewhere in the home counties, and I was like, what's this? So I just bought it and I was like, this is unbelievably good. Fela Kuti, Harry J and the All-Star Liquidator, a later version of it, not version, a later issue of it, 1980 pressing. The same, it's the actual tune. I do have another single, but it's a remix of it. It's strange. Roland Alfonso, but you know, this is worth it for the sleeve. Check out that Trojan sleeve. Holga Kazuke, Cool in the Pool. Never heard of that. And Suicide, Cherry, which I bought these collection of singles, and I was, you know, guy was really nice, and we were having a good old chat, and I didn't quite realise just how good some of the records were, and a good mix in there. So that's them. Get onto some of the actual records. Undertones. Got loads of undertones in now. And I'm going to listen to more. Everyone just goes, oh, you know, listen to this Undertones album, and there's quite a few others, so, you know, that's got Jimmy on it. Right. So there's that. Fugazi, have I showed you this? Got more Fugazi. Quite a bit of Fugazi in, and I was listening to quite a bit of Fugazi and stuff on Discord. But there's a thing for that. Right, take that off. That's just my notes. Joni Mitchell Blue. With UK first with the blue. So I'd say VG on it. Maybe VG plus. Inner sleeve's quite nice. Yeah, it's looking quite good, isn't it? Don't know, I think 70, 75 quid, something like that. from my shop. What? It's so expensive. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. No problem. Right, look. Records I've got in before, but I want to show you something. Fishbone, right? Fishbone, Truth and Soul. One of the greatest records ever made and one of the best bands ever. Fishbone. Fight the Youth. Fishbone, right? Fishbone, Fishbone, Fishbone. What a band. I went to see these. I was really mega into these and still am. But certainly when I was younger, I was like, God, I love Fishbone. And they released these cool t-shirts. And I had one t-shirt, which I really liked. And I wore it forever and ever and ever. I remember I put a massive hole in the back of it. And I still wore it. There's a big hole in the back. It was my favourite t-shirt. I don't know where that went. Emma, did I give that to you? I think that might have gone the way of your ex-girlfriend. I can't remember. Gone now. But more recently, they got a website and I saw one of their old t-shirts which I really wanted when I was a kid. Say a kid, 18, something like that. I really wanted it and I was just thought, oh no, I'm not going to get it because it's got a sweary word on it. But I bought it. You ready? Yeah? Ah, wanted that t-shirt so much when I was a kid. Wanted it so much. Look, if you agree with those sentiments, this is a shop for you. If you don't agree with those sentiments, don't come to my shop. Okay? Jam. I've had a copy of that in, but I've got another copy of it. Look at the time. Bobby Gentry, Ode to Billy Joe. Original on that. Funkadelic. Another copy of Electric Spanking. Ooh. Apollo, another copy of that. Got a load of Smiths in, so I'll run through these real quick. Rank, these are UK first press, or UK originals. I've got Hatful of Hollow, but it's not first press. I've got the Morrissey. Look, it's Smith and Morrissey, right? It's Morrissey. UK. Smiths. Queen is Dead. I've got some other Smiths that I've already had in, but I just thought I'd throw them in, being that we're talking about the Smiths. Hand in Glove on marble vinyl. Hatful of Hollow, not a first press. It's not the first press with the mist dot on the back. Smiths, Shoplifters of the World Unite. She'll Take a Bow, 12-inch. Morrissey. I just thought I'd remind people that I've got an original copy of OK Computer 1990-70, 300 quid. Oh. Woo! What? Yeah. Star Wars. The soundtrack. Not unusual. Not unusual. But a little bit more unusual. Double album. Came with a lyric insert, or like an insert sheet. What does this tell you on the insert sheet? I was just telling you about the music and about the actual tracks. Okay, orchestral, not orchestral arrangements, but comes with a poster. And this is in 1977, so you can imagine the majority of these posters are going straight on people's walls, aren't they? Because these are probably bought predominantly for children as presents. It's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty cool. So, already got somebody who's kind of going, oh, I'm having that. But let me know if you're interested. And if it doesn't work out with whoever wants it, that particular person, then you can shout out for it. Right, that's it. So, let's end it on before 30 minutes because I don't know how this is going to go. So, no video next week, going to the US. What have I forgotten? No more gigs this week, this month, this year, this hour or this minute. Okay? So, right, I'll see you. I'm going to go. So, if you've got any interesting pen refill stories, keep them to yourself. No one cares. All right? Take care. See you. Bye.